Rolf, is that you? How are you? Where are you? Wherever it is, the chances are pretty good it's a better place than the world you left behind. Now, I really miss talking with you. You were always a source of ironic wisdom. It probably had something to do with the fact that you were a product of two countries which perfectly illustrated the fact that history is not a tale of good guys and bad guys. W.H. Auden summed it all up in a memorable pair of lines: "Those to whom evil is done do evil in return." And so you became a citizen of the world. It was no accident that you called the amazing piece that you wrote for Electric Phoenix World Line. We're listening to it right now. When you went to work on it, you didn't start putting notes on paper. First of all, you mastered our unique vocal synthesizers, which were designed and built by Ian McIntosh. You even built a second identical set yourself. Your whole creative life was intertwining of the intellectual, the emotional, the technical, and the scientific. Your electroacoustic music was wedded to your hands like the work of a sculptor. You took hold of it, you felt it. And your last great project was a network of interactive motion sensors which you put at the service of the handicapped so that everyone could make music, including skilled musicians who had become paralyzed to the point where they could no longer even lift their instruments, let alone play them. All this began as a large motion-sensing space in which people could move about independently of each other and produce sounds which interacted so that they could have been directed by a single brain. You were generous with your invention and open-minded about how it might work. And so, when I told you about the remarkable spatial precision of ambisonic sound projection, you immediately saw that the two technologies could be wedded together. One thing led to another, and you brought the spread-out motion sensors together so that they could be played by a single pair of hands, becoming a solo musical instrument, which was controlled without actually touching it. It was like a theremin, but much more complex. Apostle that you were, you wanted to share all this with the world, and so you arranged a European tour for the two of us. We packed all the gear into my VW transporter and set out. The whole trip was to become an endless conversation, during which we set out to solve the problems of the universe. That seemed a lot easier a quarter century ago, when Bojo and the trumpeter weren't destroying their quasi-civilized countries and everywhere else along with them. So, thank you, Rolf. Here we all are, gathered together electronically to show you and the world that wherever you are not forgotten. Thank you, Rolf. Thank you, and goodbye for now.